How's it going, guys? It's Rad. So yeah, welcome to the WWE Smackdown review from tonight, because I'm recording this after the show just ended. So yeah, of course, the final Smackdown before SummerSlam, aka the Go Home Smackdown before SummerSlam. It is also episode 991 of Smackdown, because mark this on your calendars. October 16th, Tuesday, October 16th, 2018. That day, the 1000th episode of SmackDown will air. Some big note, the tickets go on sale Friday. It will be in Washington, D.C. And no, I'm not going, because I imagine they're going to be charging pay-per-view prices for that show. Some names to know that's going to be at that show. Fuckboy Buckethead, John Cena will be there. Of course, gotta shove Super Cena down our throat still. We also got The Undertaker, and The Rock will also be there. So yeah. SmackDown 1000, October 16th. Coming in 9 weeks, but that's October. Let's focus on the show tonight. So SmackDown starts off with a face-to-face with all three women involved in the SmackDown Women's Championship match at SummerSlam. So first, Charlotte Flair comes out. Then Becky Lynch comes out. And then SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella comes out. So Carmella first says that Paige forced her to come out here. And then Carmella says that she's being punished for being champion. No, you're not being punished, Carmella. You're being a fucking champion. You're a fucking SmackDown Women's Champion. Fucking act like one. And like I said last week, out of all the champions on the roster right now, even including NXT, you're the worst one out of them all. Fucking Brock Lesnar, a fucking part-timer, is a better champion than you. And that's fucking saying something. Like, you're doing something Brock doesn't do normally. Defend the title every month. Because of the once every 30 days rule. But Brock violates that rule because he has special privileges in his contract and reasons. So then Carmella goes on and says that Becky Lynch doesn't stand a chance. And that Carmella says Becky doesn't want Charlotte Flair in the match. And then Becky says that Carmella is sort of right, because Becky then says that Charlotte being in a match, in any match of any kind, decreased the odds for the other competitors in the match, since Charlotte is one of the great top women wrestlers of all time. Yeah, I'll give her that. And then Carmella listed Charlotte's accomplishments, which include being the first Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, winning the first ever Women's Hell in a Cell match, etc. And yeah, and then she also listed Becky's accomplishment, which includes Becky being the first SmackDown Women's Champion. Other than that, nothing. And then Charlotte says that Carmella can't hang with anyone, so Carmella takes any shortcut possible to keep the title, including bringing James Ellsworth back. That is true. Carmella had that match against Charlotte, retained the title clean. Then after that, the reign went to shit. So, because in 1 month, Carmella went from being a competent champion to now being someone that needs a fucking man to help her. Like, god damn it. And they're trying to make the women feel more important. Yet we got men trying to help them out. Figure that one out, folks. And then Charlotte says that Carmella is a diva living in a women's world. Fact, that is true. Carmella is being a fucking diva. She is a drama queen. She tries to bring in too much drama for a show that's trying to be serious about wrestling. She's a fucking drama queen. I agree 100%. Of course, Carmella agrees that she's a diva. And then Carmella brags about it by saying that she dresses better than Charlotte and Becky. She looks better than Charlotte and Becky. And she even has better fashion sense. And that she's also champion. And then SmackDown General Manager Paige comes out. Of course, Paige saying that they say that on SmackDown they should be given the best show possible. They do that to an extent. And then Paige says that we should be thanking Carmella for having her put Becky and Charlotte in the title match at SummerSlam when Becky and Charlotte beat her individually to earn opportunities. And then Paige starts a thank you Mella chant to the crowd. And then Paige decides to create an impromptu tag team match between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch against the team of Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. With Carmella on commentary. Throughout this match, Carmella was whining on commentary about how Paige abuses her power and whatnot. It's like, no, Carmella. She's being the general manager. She's doing her fucking job. Quit whining like a little child and grow up. To the match itself, highlights of the match. Charlotte's leg sweep was good to start the match. Charlotte and Becky's double team flip on Sonya was well executed. Becky's leg drop was good. Mandy's drop kick was also good. The double team arm toss Charlotte and Becky did on Mandy Rose was also good. Charlotte's first in the back exploder was good. Mandy's leaping knee was also good. Sonya's shoulder tackle in the corners are good. They're way better than Jinder Mahal's. Sonya was not fucking hesitating in the corners. She was going boom, 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 boom. Not like Jinder Mahal where it's boom, pause, boom, pause, boom, pause. Like fucking Sonya. She hasn't been on the main roster for what? She's only been on the main roster for like what, 10 months? And she can do fucking shoulder tackles in the corner better than Jobber Mahal. Let that sink in. Mandy's body slam was good. Good feat of strength. Becky's insecurity was good. Becky's back sloder and baseball slide were good. Match ending, Becky locks in the disarmer on Mandy for the tap out win. So Charlotte and Becky are both standing tall after the match. And of course, Carmella's standing on the announce table holding the women's title trying to gloat. So yeah, we're going to see who wins. Who will win the triple threat match for the SmackDown women's title at SummerSlam, when Carmella puts the title on the line against Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Continuing on, next up we get a 3-on-2 handicap match. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, damn moth, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan face 3 local jobbers who call themselves the Triple Threat. Right before the match, the Bludgeon Brothers would attack the jobbers for a pre-match assault. Then the brothers would destroy the jobbers outside the ring. They hit a axe bomb to one jobber. Rowan would do a splash on another jobber into the barricade. Another jobber would get thrown in. Yeah, what's happening? Oh yeah, Luke Harper would do a body slam on another jobber. Eric Rowan would do a body slam onto another jobber on top of that jobber. Harper threw to the ground. Then Eric Rowan would body slam Harper on top of the 2 jobbers. And yeah, they destroyed the jobbers, long story short. Match was ruled no contest because the bell never rang. Then next up, we get some little promo segments. With Daniel Bryan and The Miz, their rivalry. That's 8 years in the making. This was separated into 3 parts all play throughout the show. So part 1 of 3 involves NXT. Of course, Daniel Bryan first described NXT when Daniel first joined WWE in 2010. That NXT was a lot different in 2010 than it is today. Yes, that is true. Because from 2010 to the early parts of 2012, NXT was a complete and utter shithole. Almost wanted the fucking cancellation because Vince McMahon was running it. And he ran into the ground. In utter news, grass is green. And then it was some point 2012, I almost say April or May. Triple H officially took over NXT, and then Triple H did the best thing he could possibly do to that struggling show. He blew it up. He rebuilt it, restarted from scratch, sold fucking everything. And after a couple years of rebuilding it, he's now made NXT a must-watch brand. A brand that almost outperforms the goddamn main roster on a daily basis. So yeah. Of course, Miz says, and during this promo, Miz said he knows how to get ratings. Well, if you want to get ratings, you better start doing it soon because the ratings are almost going down the shitter. Maybe on Raw you can get some ratings. And then Daniel says Miz would take shortcuts to get ahead. Maybe in the early parts of Miz's career, but not anymore. And then Miz said that you should always respect your veterans. Yes, you should, because the veterans can always teach the young guys something. And then Daniel said Miz wanted to turn Daniel into Miz in NXT back in 2010. And then Daniel would finish the segment off by saying that the Miz needs him to be successful. So yeah, that's the first part of 3. We will go through the other 2 parts when they come up. So next up, we get a 6-man tag match. We get the New Day, Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston against Sanity. Killian Dane, Alex Wolf, and Eric Young. All rise for the testimony from the great book of Eric Young. Pretty soon, I need some highlights from Eric Young, please, and some wins from Sanity, so I can put together the United Church of Eric Young. Because around where I live, Eric Young is our Lord and Savior. I won't quit my day job anytime soon. Anyway, highlights of the match. Big E's belly to belly was good. Kofi's leapfrog leg drop was also good. Wolf's suplex slam on the apron was good. Killian Dane's running drop kick was good. Very impressive for guys his size. Like, I sort of don't get it. Why is it that now we're having 300+ pound wrestlers now hitting drop kicks that goddamn cruiserweights do on a daily basis? I guess maybe to show that they're more versatile, I guess. But hey, still, nonetheless impressive. Dane's fisherman suplex is good. Wolf's flying neck breaker was good from the top rope. Front flip right into a neck breaker. Good job. Kofi's roll through DDT was good. Xavier's rolling DDT was also good. Eric Young's elbow drop to break up the pinfall attempt from Xavier Woods was good. The Eric Young's fireman's carry into a backbreaker on the Alex Wolf's knees was good. Killian Dane's crossbody onto Xavier was good. Big E's overhead belly to belly to Eric Young was good. Kofi's trouble in paradise to Killian Dane was good. Kofi's trust fall dive was also good. Well executed. Great trust from everybody there. Match ending. New Day would hit the midnight hour on Dane. Big E gets the 3 count for the win. However, at SummerSlam, when the New Day challenged the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown tag titles, only 2 of the 3 New Day members can compete in the match. So next up, we go back to the Daniel Bryan and Miz rivalry. We go to part 2 of 3 in this segment, of this promo segment. This one is known as Talking Smack. To be more specific, that for anyone that doesn't know, Talking Smack was a post-show SmackDown used to do after SmackDown went off the air on the WWE Network. But I think it was 2017, I think it was after Mania 33. Vince decided to cancel it because financial reasons, money. That's why. But for this one, to be more specific about this rivalry, we need to go back to the Talking Smack that aired on August 23rd, 2016. And I believe that was the SmackDown after SummerSlam 2016. And for anyone that's been living on a rock with that one, that segment, Daniel Bryan and The Miz were on it, because Daniel Bryan, of course, is on the host on the show along with Renee Young. Miz was a guest along with Maurice. Long story short, Daniel would call The Miz a coward. This was also while Miz was holding the Intercontinental Championship. And then Miz went haywire, saying how Miz is saying how he's not a coward, and that Daniel Bryan ran away from the fans, etc., etc. Daniel Bryan would walk off. And long story short, that entire segment made Miz one of the great mic talkers in the ring today, and one of the best promo guys of all time. And it also helped make that Intercontinental Championship prestigious. But yeah, anyway, continuing on. Of course, Miz saying that Daniel needs to stop taking more risks. I agree with that to an extent. I think Daniel's been taking too many risks. You know, it's gonna get him either hurt or worse, killed. or it's going to give him a career-ending injury again. And this time, if Daniel does get a career-ending injury, it will be for real this time. And then Miz said Daniel was the worst GM in WWE history. No, Miz, there's been a lot worse than that. The anonymous Raw general manager, a.k.a. that computer, a.k.a. Hornswoggle, was pretty bad from much of 2010 and 2011. And then Daniel said he promised Vince that he would finish his WWE contract. So I think this is pretty much hinting that Daniel Bryan is going to fuck off from WWE when his contract expires next September. And then Miz says that Daniel hides behind a contract and will spin the truth. Well, how's Daniel hiding behind a contract? Daniel's finishing out. He's finishing on his own terms. He's going to leave on his own terms. And then Miz said he knows Daniel better than Daniel knows himself. And then Miz said that he is Daniel Bryan's superior. So that's where we're in part 2 of 3. Part 3 will be later on the show. So next up, we get a one-on-one match on Aiden English versus Andrade Cien Almas. Before the match, Aiden English got the microphone. Aiden says he will make amends to Rusev and Lana. And then Aiden says he will make Almas pay for his sins. And will fight for Rusev Day. So to the match itself, this match would start a commercial break. So you know this match is of no interest. But a couple highlights in this match. Almas' arm toss into the corner was good. Aiden's big clothesline was good. Aiden's frog splash was also good. Almas' double knees into the corner were good. Match ending, Almas would hit the hammerlock DDT on Aiden English to get the 3 count for the win. Then after the match, Almas and Selena Vega would grab microphones. And Vega and Almas say Sunday will be the end of Rusev and Lana Day. And Selena Vega says she will expose Lana as dead weight that's holding Rusev down. And then Rusev and Lana would come out. Rusev, of course, saying that Andrade's luck will run out. And then Rusev saying that Lana will show Selena Vega why Lana is the best, Lana number 1. And Lana says that they will crush them at SummerSlam. And SummerSlam this year happens to fall on Rusev Day. Of course. Rusev Day. Great holiday, of course. Then next up, we get the final part of the Daniel and Miz rivalry promo. Part 3 of 3. Daniel's return / homecoming. Of course, the SmackDown earlier in the year, March 20th, 2018. Check that review out if you need any more details on it. When Daniel Bryan was medically cleared to come back to the ring. And then Miz said that he didn't care what Daniel did at that time because Miz was still on Raw at that time. But of course, Daniel Bryan was responsible for that trade during the Superstar Shakeup to have the Miz sent to SmackDown with no B Team. But B Team back then was known as Miz Taraj. And then Daniel says he still has something to prove to the Miz. And then Miz says he has nothing to prove to Daniel Bryan. And then Miz says Daniel keeps embarrassing himself. And Miz says if Daniel wins, then he proves that he earned it, he's here. And that he made it. And then Daniel says he came back to do the thing he loves. Then Miz says he will beat Daniel badly and then force Daniel to say that Miz is better than him. And then Daniel Bryan finishes off that segment by saying that he will shut the Miz up once and for all. So yeah, really good promo build-up for that match between the Miz and Daniel Bryan. Also, we're also going to have on the kickoff show, Rusev and Lana versus Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega. Well, it's a pre-show match, so who cares? Next up, we get our main event match. We get Jeff Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin. So this matchup started during commercial. So you already have no interest in your main event match already. Highlights in the match. Shelton's super kick was good. That happened during commercial. So yeah, thanks a lot, S. So thanks a lot, Vince, for not playing that highlight in commercial. For having that highlight during commercial break. Yeah, just struggling to get my words. Jeff's Jawbreaker was good. Jeff's Whisper in the Wind was also good. Looks good. Jeff's Atomic Drop, Leg Drop, Low Drop Kick, Wombo Combo was also good. Jeff's Neckbreaker was also good. Sean's Superplex on the top rope was well executed. Jeff's Swing Blade was it looked like almost completely botched, but Jeff tried. Match ending, Jeff Hardy hits the Twist of Fate to get the 3 count for the win. Of course, right after that match ended, United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura comes out. Then Shinsuke would attack Jeff Hardy for post-match assault. Then Jeff would counter to Kinshasa with a Twist of Fate on Shinsuke, followed by the Swanton Bomb. Of course, at SummerSlam, Shinsuke Nakamura defends the United States Championship against Jeff Hardy. We also found out Randy Orton is looking from the edge of the stage area backstage, right behind a little curtain on the left side of the stage. So yeah. And yes, I've heard about those. And yes, I've heard about the stories about that writer said about Randy Orton, where Randy apparently likes to pull his dick out in front of writers and then tell writers to shake his hand, or he'll squeal on them to Vince McMahon. Honestly, I want no part of this conversation. I wouldn't even touch it with a 39.5-foot pole. Like, I'm staying out of that. I'm staying out of this conversation. Like, count me out. I don't want to talk about that one. Alright, not my pig, not my farm. So anyway, continuing on, we get our segment to end the show. AJ Styles comes out to make a promise to Samoa Joe. AJ, of course, saying he's blessed to face the best talent around the world in the indies the past 20 years and in WWE. And then AJ says Joe is a mastermind of pushing his pressure points. Well, he really has. And then AJ says Joe stabbed him in the back and heart when Joe brought up AJ's family. And AJ said he got emotional and it put him in a dark place. Yeah, AJ, you got all your emotions get the best of you. And AJ said when he got home, and AJ then says that his wife told AJ he can't lose his cool like that and has to stay focused. And then Samoa Joe comes out. Of course, earlier in the night, Paige would go up to Joe and AJ Styles. Of course, Paige begging Joe and AJ to stay professional to not jeopardize the SmackDown's main marquee match for SummerSlam. Because remember, SummerSlam, AJ Styles defends the WWE Championship against Samoa Joe. So Joe comes out. Then Samoa Joe says AJ isn't being true at all. So then Samoa Joe pulls a letter out from a member of the WWE Universe that was sent to Joe. This fan will then say that Joe's remarks on AJ's family were ill and very mean, but they were true to an extent. Okay, so at least he admitted Joe was being honest. And then the fan said that he used to be an AJ Styles. She used to be an AJ Styles fan, but after Samoa Joe lit the truth on the world, this fan became a Samoa Joe fan. And the fan said AJ will do everything as champion to stay away from his family. Well, AJ's a wrestler. It's the life of a wrestler. You're always away from your family on the road a lot. Like, you're on the road at least 300 out of 365 days a year. Like, what you expect? Like, you're gone a lot of the time. On the road. From arena to arena, show to show, etc., etc., etc. And the fan says that she hopes that AJ loses at SummerSlam, so AJ can know what it's like to lose everything. Because this fan lost AJ a long time ago. And then Samoa Joe would reveal that the letter was not a fan. It was actually from AJ Styles' wife, Wendy Styles. And that's where we end SmackDown. Wow. Really good. Really, actually a pretty good show. Really good show, top to bottom. The only problem is, the Bludgeon Brothers facing Jobbers. I don't know why the fuck you can't give them good competition on the build up to SummerSlam, but hey, it is what it is. good show nonetheless. So really, rating, I'll go 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. It was a pretty decent show. Wasn't that good. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. It was pretty decent. So yeah, I'm not going to admit. Oh yeah, NXT reviews are coming up. Channel update, NXT reviews coming up after SummerSlam. So yeah, I'm going to have more wrestling content coming to the channel. Of course, going to have SummerSlam prediction video coming out. And I'm going to be having the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 predictions coming out. I'm actually going to miss TakeOver Brooklyn 4 because one of the local sports teams around where I live, the Sarnia Imperials, made the championship game this year. They're playing the game in Toronto this Saturday night, and I'm going down to the game to watch and try and to see if Sarnia can win their first ever championship. But so yeah, I'm gonna have some fun, and yeah, I'll try and catch the TakeOver Brooklyn 4 during the replay on the network. I will be able to catch SummerSlam. I will be watching SummerSlam. And yeah, so you got the TakeOver Brooklyn 4 review coming out this weekend, along with the SummerSlam review next week. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.